Hello, it's Helen Griffin here and thank you for joining me today. So today we're going to be working our way through the Pinwheel card die. I'll be showing you exactly how to use it and it's really easy. So this is the main die here, so you do need a large format die cutting machine for that, but using this die really will cut out a lot of time and effort into making this card because you would need a few other tools other than using this die to make it. So this is the main die that will make your card, and it has stitching effects around there. And then also in the set, so you get everything you need to make this pinwheel card in the set. So you get some lovely layering squares here, and the centre one has some stitching effects on there too. So that will be for the inside of the card. And here we have the belly band. And then we have an optional decorative circle here. So this is a scalloped swirly whirly edge. So that will go on to the front of the card, and then here we have two really useful circles. So this inner circle here is where you'd stamp your sentiment, so this works perfectly with the winter collection stamp set. So this circle around here is going to perfectly fit on the inside of this die, so you can have your sentiment with or without this border, and it's going to look absolutely lovely with it heat embossed as well. So I have something here. I didn't use the border around it, but this is what it looks like just as it is. So we're going to be making Joy to the World today. So let's move everything aside. I've cut everything out already. So here is our pinwheel card. So I've cut it from the Winter Nights collection. So I'm going to have this as my outside piece of the card. So we're going to fold all of these corners in, all of these sides in. So it looks a lot like an envelope, but it's slightly different. So we'll fold all of those in, and then we have these score lines across one edge of the card. So we fold these out the opposite way, just like so. So really, you really need to use patterned paper to get the best out of this pinwheel die, because you have the contrasting areas there. I mean, by all means you can actually use cardstock, especially if you heat emboss it with some lovely patterns. That would work really well as well. So that's all of our folding done. So let's get our centre done now. So I have all of my pieces cut out here. So I have some mirror cardstock there, and then I have some more patterned paper on there. So let's get that stuck down. I'm just going to quickly use some Cosmic Shimmer. Dries completely clear, non-sticky and non-shiny as well, and it dries really super fast. So it may take a little longer to dry on the foil, as with any glue it would. Foils are nice and shiny and things like to slip around on it, so we're going to be really gentle with that. So let's add this one. So before you add this one, I would add another sentiment across there. So I designed the other stamp set, the Winter Collection Sentiment stamp set, to just perfectly coordinate with your card making at Christmas. You always need one of those. Right, so now we're ready to glue this one on. Use a tape runner if you have one as well, that would work perfectly. Okay, so that's all stuck down. So let's show you how to put this together. So tuck all of your flaps underneath, just like that, all the little ones. Right, so there is a directional way in getting this put together. So you would fold the first one up, and you see this point here, that has to be covered by the next one. So if you start going the other way, this point there is exposed. So if you keep going around the other way, it's not going to fold together correctly. So always make sure that your point at the top there is covered by the next one, just like so. And then we have our last one. So it's this top side here without the flap, that gets tucked underneath there, just like when you move house and you've got to tuck all your boxes in if you run out of tape. Just fold that in. I'll do that again. So lift up your flap just like so. Take this flap and fold it in. So there's your pinwheel card. You can just keep it just like so. It looks really pretty just as it is, but we can then add a belly band. Okay, so I just had to make another belly band up because I couldn't find the one I prepared. So this one has the stitch. It's hard to tell on this because it's a pattern paper, but it has the stitch detail. So it isn't long enough to reach all the way around, but basically you just have to fold it around and leave a little bit of a gap here so that before you fold it down, so that you'll be able to slide this off so that we can open up the card. So here we have our big scalloped circle, so let's glue that down. So I'm just going to add some glue just to this side and to that side. Pop that on. Then I have another piece of mirror card. That's going to fit on the top there, and now would be the place if you have leaves and other things. I like to use this set here. This is also from the winter collection, so these sprigs are ideal for tucking in and out of those sections. So we're keeping it very simple and instructional today. Pop that on there. So that will be how you build up your belly band, and you can add anything you like. You can even not use this belly band die here. You can just use ribbon to tie around it. That would look really nice as well. So I've left room here for this to slide off easily, just like so. Right, so that's our pinwheel card. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial today, and I really hope that you get your hands on this pinwheel card and have a go yourself. So thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.